You got to be careful who you invite in your house. You got to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of times you bring people over. You might have guests. You might have people, friends, colleagues, family. But the truth be told, you got to be careful who you bring in your house. You know, I made that mistake. And brought somebody to the house. And I thought that that individual was a brother. I thought that person was a man of integrity. And I had to find out the hard way that that individual, man, was a very, 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 very sick person. I didn't realize the kind of, I guess, emotional issues they dealt with. Perhaps they had certain demons and entities in their mind, or maybe they were dealing with a lot of childhood trauma. But you can't have people in your house, guys. It's very, very sick. A lot of people come to your house and they carry their demons, and they literally begin to envy you. They begin plotting, and they get jealous of you. And it's a very sick, diabolical thing that people do. And I don't wish that on anybody, guys. Be very careful who you let in your house, because this particular individual, I let this person in, invited them around my family. And I mean, they literally betrayed me, guys. Betrayed me. This person was a so-called believer in the Bible. And that is what makes it even more difficult, is that the person claimed to have faith in God. And this is why I had to leave religion alone, because when I experienced these particular things, it was just very disheartening. It's just, I just don't wish this type of stuff on nobody, guys. I mean, it's just really, really bad. I didn't know that people could be that evil. I'd never really experienced that level of evil. Imagine bringing somebody to your house, inviting them around your family. You're thinking very highly of the individual. And the whole time that you're trying to, I guess, get to know the individual, bring them around your success and show them how things are done. And the whole time they were jealous of you the whole time. How many of you brought somebody in your house, brought somebody around your family, and they betrayed you? Literally betrayed you. And they grew envious of you, jealous of you. They started to covet everything you've done. They started to buy cars because you bought cars. They would literally go into debt in order to keep up with you. I mean, it's just sick, guys. Really, really sick. It's like, who buys a car because somebody else buys a car? They're like, that's sick. You know, who tries to go get a house like somebody else to try to keep up? That's sick. It's very, very sick, guys. And I had to endure these things. And I be hoping that through my experience, you good people out there don't go through these type of things. I would really recommend that you never let nobody come to your house, because letting people in your house is going to bring out the trueness in who that person is. They're going to either hate you or love you. It's one or the other, guys. Because if you're doing pretty good for yourself and you living nice or whatever the thing is, man, even if you're not living all that great, bro, if you're living better than them, they're going to be jealous of you, dog. Like, it doesn't matter, man. You could be broke and you just know how to keep a clean house, and, you wash your car, armor all the tires. I mean, and they're just mad because they're looking at you and they're like, damn, I'm not like that. Well, how he's like that? And they get jealous of you, guys. I've experienced this. I know a lot of people out there have dealt with this type of hardship, and maybe, we can all help one another to cope with these particular issues, because what it did for me, it just made me not trust people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't trust people, especially people that claim they believe in God. It's like, they're the worst. In my experience, a lot of the hate and the jealousy that I get is from people that claim they're believers, believe it or not. Never really had a run-in with a unbeliever, like hating me and trying to attack me every time they get, and using scripture to twist Bible into. I never had that done with an unbeliever. So it's really something that I keep getting from believers. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of God are believers really serving? Because it seemed like anytime they have any sort of issues or conflict with people, they always resort to doing evil. They never resort to doing good. You know, like Jesus Christ said to pray. They don't pray. Jesus Christ told you to love one another. They don't love one another. They always seem to want to look for your downfall. And I've had this, guys. I had these experiences where I invited people to the house, thought highly of these individuals. I thought these individuals were true blue men of the Lord, and turned to find out they were of the devil, guys. Literally, they were of the devil, and I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes and my ears, especially when they started to plot against me. I was like, wow. They would lie. They would spread rumors, gossip. And I'm like, dag, man, all of this to try to destroy me, man. All of this to try to take away everything I have. And when I experience these things, that's when I realize how the devil works. The devil works through believers. He don't work through the sinner. He works through the believer, the person who claimed they follow God. They're the ones that he can use because they claim that they're chosen ones. They claim they're good manipulators. So it's like, if you think about it, you know what a sinner is. You know what a secular artist is. You know what an unbeliever is. But a person who claimed they're with God, you would never suspect them to do evil. You would never suspect them to be doing shady business. So the devil, based on my research, he seemed to always use believers to do his dirty work. He used believers. He don't use unbelievers. He used believers because believers are very manipulative. They know how to throw stones, hide their hands. They're narcissists. They know how to quote scriptures. So they can pull a scripture and people will be like, that person cannot be an evil person. Look, they know the Bible, not realizing that Satan himself knows the Bible too. Satan can quote scriptures left and right. Satan know more about the Bible than all you. Believe it or not. He know all the scriptures. So what these narcissists is going to do, guys, is they are going to do these type of evil things, man. You really have to guard your spirit, guys, against these entities because they're really out to take you down, bro. They're really out to take you down. Never invite anybody to your house, man. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. And I'm not saying you can't have company, but I'm talking about, like, let's say you met up with somebody for the first time and you automatically just bringing them to your house. You can't do that, man. You gotta break bread with people. You gotta break bread. You gotta get to know people. You gotta find out where they are. These are the type of things that you gotta do. You gotta get to know people before you invite them in. It's just like if you're a young lady, you met a man, you don't just invite him into your house. You know what I'm saying? You got to get to know who this guy is because he could be a stalker, a killer, some sort of, weirdo. You don't want that on your hands. You really don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta move wisely. But in my experience, guys, man, it's like as soon as I invited that individual in my house, all hell broke loose, guys. Because normally the people you invite in your house, they know a few things about you. And this individual know a few things, and he started to use those things against me. He started to slander my name, lie, disrespect my family, disrespect my kids, disrespect my mom. I mean, very, very cruel, heartless things. And then I watched him throw stones and then hide his hands as if though nothing was done. And that to me is like the worst of the worst, is when they throw stones, hide their hands, and then what they do is they act as if though you are a problem. They would accuse you a lot of times of playing the victim. They would accuse you of all the things that they do. It's very sick and diabolical when you watch it in real time. But this is what I'm trying to get you good people to avoid. Avoid these type of narcissists. Avoid these kind of demons. These type of demons are the worst kind of people to be in business with because you never know when they're going to throw stones, hide their hands. And they normally do this when they can't get their way, guys. When they can't get their way, they throw stones and then they hide their hands, guys. I've seen this done to me, man. I've experienced these type of evil forces. These particular entities are the worst because they keep going, they keep plotting, they keep trying to get people to turn against you. They sneak this, they say this, they do that, and it's just diabolical, guys. So, hey, if this is you guys, if you've been through this type of stuff, leave it in the comments, guys. How many of you out there invited people in your house and they end up turning against you, end up slandering you, or even stealing from you, low key? It's sad, guys, but don't let people in your house. Don't tell nobody about your goals and your dreams. Don't let them go to you don't let them do it, guys, because they're gonna try their best to destroy you. Don't let it happen to you guys. So again, rate, comment, and subscribe. Let us know. Have you ever invited anybody in your house and they betrayed you? Put it in the comments, guys. Thumb up the video if you like the content. Let me know that you want to see more. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.